Little rant from me. We had a rant from Shane. Little rant from me. I'm feeling very unwell, so the rant isn't going to be mad energetic. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I got my John Lennon sunglasses on. But Arsenal, bruv. We're only 4 days into the window, to be fair. But hold on. We heard that it was either Gyökeres or Šeško. Okay, wait, let me start again. We've come second 3 times. This is why some fans are leaning towards Arteta out. Not right now, but this is why it's his last chance. Okay, we have come second 3 times in the Premier League. In the Premier League, we should be one of the top teams that a player, an up and coming, exciting young player, wants to play for. We've got a young manager, an exciting young team. We had that legendary night against Real Madrid. Obviously, we didn't get past PSG. PSG went on to win it in the end in the Champions League. You know, we slapped Man City 5-1. Champions League football, all of this kind of stuff. We should be one of the most... Then we've got Berta coming, experienced sporting director. You know, someone that, again, should be able to come and get deals over the line. We've heard that there's Gyökeres. We've heard that there's Šeško. They're having a conversation about who's who. That one might take a little bit of time to get over the line, but we need an attacker. We need it quickly. Fine. Then you've got Zubimendi. Zubimendi was meant to be done. Have you heard Zubimendi quotes today?
Yeah.
About Real Madrid?
Yeah.
But this deal was supposed to be done.
Facts.
This was supposed to be done already. Like,
and also you have to look at the fact that you know what went in for Mbeumo and he chose United over Arsenal.
I don't know if we did.
Apparently,
there was talk that we were definitely. The thing is, the only reason I say I don't know if we did, we were definitely interested in him, but we take so long to get in a player, to get into the room to have a conversation, that it's not like we submitted a bid and he picked you over us. Facts. We just don't submit bids. And what's happening? Do you know what Arsenal is like? It's like you're chatting to a gal. It's like man that chat to a gal, but have no understanding that gal is chatting to other man at the same time.
Facts.
Arsenal's the only club that will talk to a player and say, listen, we'll pay you 100 grand a week, 5 years. The player goes, yeah, that sounds great. And they go, cool. We'll leave the bid till later because it's cool. That player's talking to other people. You guys just got Cunha and Mbeumo. Slap them deals up so other people can't take him.
Literally.
Back in the day, we see Manchester United or Chelsea's do it all the time, signing players so someone else can't sign them.
Facts.
Get it done. Get the deal done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all these people we're hiring, we're supposed to be hiring people to make these deals happen quicker and easier.
If we keep it real, some of those deals actually worked out in your favour. But you think about it, Bruno was a person that you wanted to get. Zlatan, Ronaldo. You think about who the other day who went to Chelsea.
Do it. No. Who? Mudryk? Yeah.
He was supposed to go to... There's Martinez... our Martinez, some of those plays didn't work out, but 9 times out of 10, you lot are getting beaten to the punch.
Yeah.
Because of...
And then we're going for... when was the last... Someone posted a picture of Gabriel Jesus 3 years ago was the last time we had an attacker that we wanted and we got.
Facts.
And that's because he had a relationship with Arteta. Now there's talk of Sane. I don't want Sane to be another Sterling. I don't know what his conditions like. I don't watch Bundesliga.
But what happened to Rodrigo?
Do you mean? But there was talk of Rodrigo. There was talk of Nico Williams.
You know,
there's talk of like...
The gal comparison is a good one still. It's literally like you man are just drawing
if I'm beating a ting, if there's a ting I'm chatting to, I'm dealing with, I'm beating every now and again, whatever, yeah? And then I ain't spoke to her for like 2 months. Do I think she ain't beat something else in the last 2 months?
No, but it's worse, bro. It's worse. Because for me, I'm like, how long do you chat to a gal before you try and beat it, bro? Or are we doing 6 months without pum pum, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, these men are just talking, fam. Yeah. In talks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a good point. You ain't even beat the gal. You're chatting to the gal for 3 months. And in the 3 months that you've been chatting to her, wooing her, sending her flowers, buying her Uber Eats and all that, you think she ain't getting thumped by someone else?
Literally.
You're mad.
Literally, blood.
Now, if you thump it, she might stick with you. But if you ain't thumping it, someone's thumping it.
Facts,
you've got to know that. You've got to know that. And then man acts surprised when they find out someone else is thumping it. Come on, man. What's taking so long? Joan Garcia was a backup goalkeeper. We didn't get him. We wanted to pay 20. They wanted 25. Some of them I get. The thing is, people think we're not patient. We are. We didn't get the goalkeeper. Fine. We said, you know what? We understand. A striker is our priority. So we're not going to prioritize the goalkeeper. We've got a goalkeeper, whatever. This motherfucker wants to buy a new goalkeeper every year. Every year he wants to buy a new goalkeeper. He's bought a goalkeeper every year, bruv. Sometimes more than one.
But
he's been there for 5 years. We've had Matt Turner, Rannerson,
Odegaard, Ramsdale,
and Raya. And obviously he bought through Martinez when Leno got injured. Yeah. So I'm sure there's more. Matt Ryan. That's 5 goalkeepers in 5 years. Neto, that's 6.
Yeah, I forgot about Neto as well.
He's bought 6 goalkeepers in 5 years. What are we doing? What are we? We've bought one number 9. I know Havertz plays up top. We bought one number 9 and 6 goalkeepers.
Literally.
Are we high? What the fuck is going on?
And we mentioned about being
David
paid.
Raya has won Golden Glove back to back. I know that's part of defence, not just the goalkeeper, but he's been a brilliant goalkeeper for us.
Facts.
And they're looking at potentially bringing another goalkeeper. What are we doing?
I feel like you mentioned patience, but I do feel like this is the season you can't afford to be
There's no
patient
patience.
because there's not enough world-class strikers out there anyway.
No.
I know I said Gyökeres might have been a gamble, but he's a striker. Right now, you can't
If we
wait,
get Gyökeres, I was chatting to my boy about this the other day. If we get Gyökeres, cool. I think Gyökeres is a sign-in for last summer. I don't actually think he's what we need this summer. Classic Arsenal fashion, yeah? When we were playing super creative football, when we had Smith Rowe and Erdegaard and whatever, and they were all cooking, whatever, that would have been the perfect time for Gyökeres. Just feed him, and he's just going to get goal after goal after goal. We were really creative. Now we're struggling for creativity a little bit more. We need a more attacking midfielder. We need a winger, etc. Maybe Šeško suits. For now, he's a little bit more versatile. What I saw against PSG is the front three is all moving and interchanging. That's what we can do with Šeško. I actually don't care. Just sign one of these, man. Just sign someone. Man United used to do these PR signings just to appease the fans. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon Van der Beek or Odion and Garlo and these type of man, like they know, like, okay, cool, our fans are not happy right now. We need to throw them something. We need to throw them a bone. All our team does is Black Lives Matter and Africa kits. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And jerk chicken at the Emirates and that. That's all we do. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm done with jerk chicken, bro. I've eaten all the jerk chicken. Do you know what I'm saying? I bought all the kits. I bought all the kits, all the jerk chicken, I've taken in
the no red.
Yeah, the no more red kit, the little ice cream kit. Bro, I've done it all, bro. Where's my players at, bro?
Trust me.
Where's my players at? Like, I at least want to see. All I'm seeing is players leaving. Then Kieran Tierney's gone. Jorginho's gone. Yeah. We also thought Trossard or Martinelli.
Sterling's gone back to Chelsea.
I'm not talking about him. Then it was either Trossard or Martinelli was.
Go on.
Either Trossard or Martinelli was going to go, and Trossard apparently signed a new deal. What are we doing?
Maybe you might start up front for you next season.
The man are talking about wages. Bro, I'm typing into my thing, WhatsApp, and I flipping typed wages because I'm raging so much, yeah? Because I had a little breakdown that I sent to Ricky about the wages that we should be able to save. We should have been able to save about £800,000 a week of wages with all the players that I thought were leaving. But a lot of these men ain't even going to leave. Like, man are just overstaying their welcome like a gal that's not invited here. Like, I've got it here.
Like
Jorginho,
110.
This is what I would, these are players I would like to see go. Jorginho, 110. Yeah. Jesus is on 265. Reece Nelson on 88. Kieran Tierney on 100. Zinchenko, we've got 4 left backs. Zinchenko on 150. And Trossard on 90. All of them, forget about the money that we reinvest in the squad. All of them, that's £803,000 a week.
Mad, isn't it?
The man are saying, oh, we can't get Nico Williams because of the wages. The wages? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
Trust me.
We're supposed to be a club that people want to come to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I see if Liverpool or Man City go for you, you might choose them over us. Do you know what I mean? Depending on the kind of player, maybe there's a Newcastle, maybe there's a Villa, but we should be one of the top clubs that you want to go to. Why are we not getting these deals done? What's the reason? What's the excuse? Do you know what I mean? Cardi B, what is the reason? What's the reason, bruv? Do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense to me.
Facts.
It's not on. Like, man's losing patience, bruv. Because if it comes to the window, if it comes to the beginning of the season and we ain't got our players, yeah, heads have to roll, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is part of Arteta's job. Like, on the pitch, Arteta's coaching and whatever, cool, we can have a conversation about that. But this stuff here is where he fails as a manager. This is part of your job as well.
The way you lot have needed a striker, I was expecting you not to buy a striker the first day of the transfer window.
We could do 2 strikers.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Some people are saying, well, why don't we... Obviously, we're Arsenal, so we know it's not going to happen. But if we were a City, we'd get both. City spent 200 million, both Šeško and Gyökeres. City spent 200 million in January. They're going to spend another 200 million now.
Facts. I remember when Pep first came in, my man bought 4 fullbacks for 50 M's. Remember? Yeah. Mad.
So yeah, it's looking scary. Obviously, we could pull stuff off. It's early in the window. Don't get me wrong, but when the Zubimendi deal was apparently said to have happened, Arsenal fans were like, "Oh, this seems like it's happened quite early." Like, even getting Partey's deal done. Jorginho's leaving. You put Partey to the bench, extend him for 1 year, bring Zubimendi in. Done. We're paying his release clause for Zubimendi, so it's not even a complicated deal. His release clause is getting paid. Every player in the league has a release clause. Thomas Partey's been here for 6 or 7 years, so he's just going to extend for 1 year, no problem. Now there's talk Thomas Partey might be going to Barcelona. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? I want to see what's going on in these meetings. These aren't even the glamour deals. The glamour, sexy Gyökeres, Sesko deals. I understand they're exciting, they're big. These are like basic, boring. These are players we're not even excited about.
Literally,
half
just
the
the
Arsenal
basic.
fans don't even want Partey there. Do you know what I mean? With all his allegations and that, like, do you know what I mean? These are the basic deals that we're not even getting done. If we can't get the basics done of Partey contract extension and Zubimendi release clause, then why should I feel confident we can get a Sesko or we can get a Gyökeres or we can get a Rodrigo?
You can't.
We can't.
You can't.